Good evening, you guys. Y'all come on into the room. Y'all come on up in here in the room. I see one person. I see two people, sis. Y'all make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. I think they have been messing with my notifications. I think. Low down dirty dogs, whoever it is. Hey, Kane Life. Hey, TB21. Hey, Gray Face. What's going on, Joke Free? Hey, Miss Nelly, Cypress T. Cypress, you is terrible. Ain't nothing wrong with nobody. It's not snitching. It's not snitching. We just get ready to weigh the options. I mean, I don't know if he is. Just get ready to talk. They won't let me hit the. They won't let you hit the like button. Lord Jesus. Stop. Stop. Hey, Miss Diane. It's got 0. Ain't this some shit? Hold on, let me see something. This don't make no sense. I'm so damn sick of these damn fools messing with me. You guys, make sure you all like, share, and subscribe, okay? Y'all run the likes up for me. Okay, you have to switch channels. That's right, Cypress. It's not snitching if he told on himself. He told on himself. He told on himself before he told on anybody. Okay? Ashley, Clarinetta, you guys come on in and hit the like button. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Diane, for the $4.99 super sticker. I appreciate that so much. Hey, Nene. Kimberly. Switch B. Gina. I'm just waiting for more people to start coming into the room. That's right. Y'all know what I always say. That's just letting the law use you. Okay, it's not snitching, it's letting the Lord use you. Okay, it's just letting the Lord use you. You guys, make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Okay, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, I want to talk about, will Cornelius Smith be at Hernandez Govan's trial? Okay, and let's talk about the Yo Gotti video. Okay, thank you TB21 for the $4.99 super sticker. I appreciate all of the support. Okay, I do. I appreciate all of the support that you guys give. All right. But let's talk. Hey, Crystal. But let's talk about it, you guys. Let's talk about this. Will Cornelius Smith be at Hernandez Govan's trial? Okay. Now, Cornelius Smith had a court date. Thank you, Diane. She gave another $4.99. Stanji, I'm glad you in here, because when you spoke about, thank you, Miss Kimberly, for the $4.99 super sticker. Oh my God. Thank you, SL, for the $4.99 super sticker. Y'all cutting up. I appreciate that so much. Y'all, I'm gonna mess around and meet my goal. That's a blessing. Oh my God, that's such a blessing. 1, 2. Thank you guys for the super stickers. Will Cornelius Smith, now y'all know Cornelius Smith had a court date. Stanji, I'm glad you in here, because when you said what you said, I mean, now Cypress, I had love Cypress, okay, but Cypress, I know something about that. Stan G was on point, okay. Stan G was on point when he was talking about that. There's a lot of stuff that I don't say, but when Stan G mentioned that video, Stan G know what he's talking about. Now, Stan G knows what he's talking about. So we're going to get to that in a few minutes. But I want to talk about, will Cornelius Smith, Cornelius Smith be at Hernandez Govan's trial? Now, like I said, we know that Cornelius Smith had a court date. Okay. Now, I see you saying in the system that it was rescheduled. As okay, y'all, if y'all got my members, go up in there. Okay, so it has been rescheduled. Okay, until June, I believe. Okay, what I believe is that when June comes, okay, I believe that when June comes, that Cornelius, okay, it's going to be rescheduled again. Okay. I think it's going to be rescheduled again. Okay. It's some stuff going on with Cornelius Smith. Okay. I don't know how, I don't know if, cause I think that what they do is at this point now, I think they do confer with Young Dolph's family. Okay, I think they do confer with his family. So as it relates to a lot of what may be going on or worked out or whatever it is, okay, as it relates to that case, as they should, it's a high profile case and all of that, so it should be worked out. But will he be at Hernandez Govan trial? It's gonna be interesting to see. Okay, I don't know. If I had to guess, I would say that if it's going to be a trial, that he is probably going to be there. I don't even know if Hernandez Govan is going to go to trial, because what you have to understand is, with cases like Hernandez Govan, okay, in cases like that, oftentimes they go all the way up until the trial date, close to the trial date, and they just end up pleading out. Hernandez Govan will be looking at a whole lot of time. I've said it time and time again. I don't really believe that Hernandez Govan would chance it like that. That's a chance that you would take. I'm gonna tell you why. It's a really big chance that he would take, and it's probably a 90% chance that he could lose. I'm gonna tell you why. Hernandez Govan has two really good attorneys. Okay, Manny is a really good attorney, and the other guy, Handel, is a really good attorney. What's up, the Alabama hitter? Handel is a really good attorney. Okay. So if they didn't have anything, okay. They talking about Stanley. Stanley, I like Stanley. Stanley come here, he don't bother nobody. But some people say they think Stanley is quit. I don't know. But anyways, because Stanley has been extremely cordial. He done texted me and been nice on the number that I used to put up here, everything. Um, and so, anyways, you guys, he has two really good attorneys. Why is it that those attorneys have not petitioned to the courts to have those cases, to have those charges thrown out? Now, one time we know Manny is a very high profile attorney. Why haven't they petitioned the courts to try to have the charges thrown out? If Cypher said some people know Stanley is quit. Uh-oh. Stanley done called in. He said he ain't quit. What do hands up, don't shoot mean? Oh Lord, y'all here exposing the truth up in here. Exposing the truth be coming up in here to be meddling with me. I'm gonna tell you what it is right now. That's the reason why he come up here talking about hands up, don't shoot. What does that mean? Exposing the truth. What does hands up, don't shoot mean? Anyways, why have they not petitioned the courts, okay, to have those charges thrown out? So that is the very thing right there. Not one time have they tried to do it. Okay, not one time. So that's why I say I don't believe that Quets would go to trial. He might be trying to stay out as long as he can. Okay, because sometimes that is what happens. Um, because that's really risky to go to trial and get the type of years that they are going to be, he's going to be looking at. But will Cornelius Smith be in court? If I had to guess it, I would say he probably is going to be in court. So his case, they reschedule it. Okay, they rescheduled it, but was he in court though? Was he there? Was he there yesterday? Okay. Um, that's the question. Was he there? Okay. Y'all go get my platinum. Okay. Y'all go buy the platinum membership. Okay. But I mean, it has been, he's supposed to appear again in June. And I kind of think, if I had to guess, what we're looking for probably is not going to happen then. Okay. We probably won't see anything happen with Cornelius until after whatever's going to happen to Quit and some of the others happens. Okay. He says you damn well his so we probably are not going to see that until then, right? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. My mind tells me. I don't know. My mind tells me that that Cornelius may have put himself in a lot better position. That's what my mind tells me, that he's put himself in a way better position. Okay. I mean, that's how it would look to me. Just from the outside looking in. I don't know. I only know what y'all know, okay? So I'm just we all just talking, okay? But it seems to me, just in my mind, that he may have put himself in a better position, okay? Um, Cooperating. Mm-hmm. Cooperating, yeah. And I mean, we all know that he cooperated because um we saw him on the stand, okay? We saw him on the stand. So, will he be at Hernandez Govan trial? Probably, if there's going to be a trial. Yeah, probably. I really don't think that Hernandez Govan is going to chance that. I don't believe that he's going to chance it. So, I guess we'll see. You know, yeah, they say if Cornbread go all the way and tell on the root, the judge going to give him 30 years. She might give him less than that, depending on what he's telling. You have to understand, he been around all those guys. Okay, he's been around all those guys. Um, so I'm sure he would know quite a bit about what a lot of them did. If they, yeah, he would know quite a bit about what a lot of them did. So, yeah, I mean, yeah. The Black Barber says, I believe that two Tams, if not Cornbread, would have already been sent up the river. Yeah. They didn't send he went to court to be, he was supposed to be sentenced yesterday. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. Y'all want to know if he was at court? He was there. He was up in there. He didn't get sentenced. Um, yeah. Wait a minute. What y'all doing? Okay. So it's gonna be interesting to see, like, if he, when he goes um next week. And then his family is in witness protection. That's it. Really? I didn't know his family was in witness protection. I didn't know that. I didn't know Cornelius. I didn't know it. Hey, that dude. So, um, yeah, that's interesting. Although I wouldn't be, I'm not surprised. But anyways, so I want to talk about that Yo Gotti video, right? So, Stan G made Stan G. Can I play your video? Is Stan G still up in here? Ask him if I could play his video. If I could pull his video up. Thank you, Diane, for the $4.99 super sticker. I appreciate that so much. I need to pull the video for it. Okay, he said I could pull it. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I see. When I talk about something, I be wanting to. I got to tell y'all what I had know about this. Okay.
All right, look, there's a lot going on in the town, man. But I must get straight to the meat and potatoes because when they send it to me and the people, what I'm talking about, let me know what's going on out here. I gotta put it out. You know what I'm talking about. First off, Memphis radio really had the city going against. the city. Let's keep it real. All the payola that was going on, that Mike T, Big Sue, Mo Better, people like that was in the forefront. You know what I'm talking about? That was in the forefront of the whole situation, especially when it come to payola and these boys getting their song on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Like 3 6 had the city for a long little second, and Gotti came and you know did his thing or whatever, and end up getting the radios, paying the radios to so he can get them spots. See them spots, them slots it was a whole lot going on behind them slots and them spots, especially in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Memphis radio. See, a lot of folks blaming on what's going on and like with the police in the city, with all the police in the city, things of that nature. But let's keep it real. The whole city wicked. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just the politicians and the government, stuff like that. The whole city wicked. You know what I'm saying? Especially because they made these folks so jealous of each other when certain people could get on the radio at a time when other folks couldn't get on the radio. You know what I'm saying? They were paying them slice up, and payola was big, especially back then, especially in Memphis. You know what I'm talking about? I'm hearing it around every state, but especially in Memphis though. You know what I'm saying? See, Mike T, you know what I'm saying? Mike T was one of those guys. This one I'm hearing, you know what I'm saying? He was one of those guys who told Dolph to stay in the city. You know what I'm saying? He told Dolph to stay in the city for the car show, the cigars and cars car show. You know what I'm saying? They had going on. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm wrong, Mike T, we got to do a one on one. We need a one on one with Mike T, Big Sue, and Mo Better. You know what I'm talking about? Because there's a lot going on behind this dog situation. And they say even Mia J brought up the fact that Mike T told Dolph to stay in the city and basically bring them cars out, let him keep the cars or whatever. You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of folks don't know Yo Gotti. A lot of folks don't know Yo Gotti was in the city was in the city when Dolph was on the line. You know what I'm saying? Because they saying bro was in the city shooting a video, but all of a sudden the video never come out. You got to think about that. Yeah, all them for Mike T, Devin Steele, Mike. Yeah, okay, Mike T. But you know how it go though. You know what I'm saying? But look, a lot of folks saying, hit me up, let me know that guy that was in the city when Dog was on the lab. You know what I'm saying? He was, matter of fact, he called Sylvester for their colors, the white colors that he put up in the video, but the video never came out. Why y'all think the video never came out? Because it would have it would have showed everybody that he was in the city when Dog was on the lab. Let's keep it real. But see, a lot of folks don't know what's going on. A lot of folks don't, really look over them type of situations. See, and Dog and got it and leave the city. What I'm hearing and I think it was that Tuesday because Monday was the cigar and cars. Then that Tuesday, they said he flew out his whole family that Tuesday night. You know what I'm saying? Then they took pictures. You know what I'm saying? That Wednesday morning. You know what I'm saying? They took pictures that Wednesday morning, so everybody know they had to fly out there that Tuesday night. You know what I'm talking about? Because getting the whole family together and everything like this, so they gonna take time. So by that Wednesday morning, they posed and took pictures and stuff like that, things of that nature. But if it's any type of story out there, y'all need to really know. Y'all need to put out there, like DM me, so we can put everything together. Because really, and see, Moneybag Yo, he had a show in Miami that that Monday. You know what I'm saying? That Monday, yeah, okay, that Monday. But At the same time, though, so okay, got it went down enough for this show. Okay, did Monday. So everything that bro was telling me, it add up. Everything add up. You know what I'm saying? This straight meat and potatoes right here. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm just gonna keep it all the way real. So God had to be in the city that Monday. I mean that whole week. I mean, well, I ain't gonna say that whole week, but the days that dog was unalive, he was in the city, and you know what I'm saying. And a couple of days afterward, but they say he was moving money around. You know what I'm saying? And Gover ain't gonna come back out and do his when he come out and speak about everything. We gotta really ask Gover and pull him to the side, cause that's what I do. So if your name come up in this thing, you probably need to sit down, man. They have one on one. If you feel it ain't true, because they were the people sending me and telling me that everything I'm saying is true. You know what I'm saying? Everything I'm saying is really on point. You know what I'm talking about? It's a cold gold world. It's a cold gold game. Oh my. So if you were moving around the money, mm, and them folks was in the city together for at least 48 hours, that's what they telling me now. You know what I'm talking about? And that's real malicious for somebody to be sitting in the city knowing, and then things pop off in that type of space. But at the same time though, and see, this ain't the first time I heard God and flew his family out, because after the situation for the big joke situation, he flew his family out for that. You know what I'm saying? For like I think something about the repast or something like that for big joke friend, he flew the whole family out. So everything kind of makes sense to me. You know what I'm saying? But really, like, we gotta get God on this jump to really go ahead and give me a real breakdown. Where you was at, son? Where you was at, my G? You know what I'm talking about? We gotta get everything all the way down the peg, man, because it's getting real out here, man, and everything coming to the forefront for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my everybody out there who calling pushing in, man, dropping these. Uh,
Okay, so I want to talk about, I'm gonna finish playing that, but I want to talk about that video. Okay. Now, somebody had told me about that video that Gotti did. Okay. The name of the video, y'all, what's the name of that video? The person said Gotti did a video. And from my understanding, I think the video was like either right before Young Dolph was hit up, but he did the video. He was driving around, yeah, giving back around the FedEx Forum and all that. We saw, right, the areas that he kind of covered. He was in North Memphis and stuff, but the person told me, they was like, when he shot that video, they shot at him. They shot. The person said, I know that's a real I know it's got to be a real short video, because they were shooting, they were shooting at him. They shot at him when he filmed that video. But from my understanding, that video may have been shot, like they did film that video like right before, around the time that Young Dolph was assassinated. Okay. The person was telling me, I think it was like right before Young Dolph was assassinated. And Yo Gotti and them felt like that Young Dolph and them may have had something to do with that video. I mean, may have had something to do with him being shot at or something like that. Okay. So when Steven sent me that video, I thought about that. And then I listened to Stan G talk about that talk about the significance of that video. I never talked about that. And if I did talk about it, I may have talked about it a long time ago, because I didn't know the name of the song or anything like that. Y'all know I'm forgetful. Okay. So I be forgetting everything. Um, and so I probably forgot the name of the song or whatever, but the person did say to me, I know that video got to be a real short video. And it is about 2 minutes, because they was popping at him. Okay. And the person was like, I think that was right before they killed Dolph. They took Dolph out. So when I heard Stan G talk about this video, hey, and the significance of it. Now, a lot of the details that Stan G is talking about, I didn't know that. I just knew what the person had said. Okay, he's got more details, but they was hitting at him when he filmed that video because they had cut it real short. Okay,
the real deal on it. But you know, I'm gonna get straight to the meat and potatoes. You know what I'm saying? They said he was in McFly, Cutlers, man. Sylvester, you know what I'm saying? McFly. It's a cold gold world. It's a cold gold game, and we can hardly McFly and figure out what's going on this situation. You know what I'm saying? And y'all go look at, go back in time and see the Money Bag Yo had a show on that Monday. See, there's so many ways we can fact check this story. It don't make no sense, but they saying for sure is a video out there that God had a video shoot on it what it was on that Sunday. The video shoot is Saturday. The video shoot.
Thank you, Switch
so
B.
He stayed all the way up to at least like Tuesday. Oh man, it's a cold gold world. It's a cold gold game. See, think about it. Your guy think he the crip past everything, but at the same time, if you ain't do it, you ain't do it. Let's just keep it all the way real. But if it's anything that coming up and point towards your way that you did it, and you know all the money situation, they saying GoVan got this money for this situation, and then y'all know the next thing they're gonna be talking about. They're gonna be saying who knocked off Big Jook. And then we're gonna really get deep into the meat and potatoes again because everything look like a inside job. Everything looking like an inside job, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's a cold gold world. It's a cold gold game. Hey, look, we got 80-something people in the building. Look, run them lights up, get me hyped up, man. I'm gonna keep on dropping them gems on y'all until the case is mine sending these folks phase jack. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm just putting it down for the people who ain't got a voice. You know what I'm saying? So Mike T, Big Sue, you know what I'm talking about, Mo Better. Man, y'all need to get some more cheddar. Come and holler at me. We might make the city a little better, man. Y'all know what's going on. Stan G on pushing strong, Jack. And that's how we gonna react. God, it was in the city, a young dog, unalive. Doing a video, riding a Sylvester Cutlers and Mike T asked Dolph to stay in the city a little longer.
Been in a car accident? Here's exactly how to get every dollar you're owed. If you've been in a car
a little longer, so they can stall.
Y'all, who is Mike T? Somebody tell me who is that? Who is Mike T, y'all? Who is that? Who is Mike T? Nobody knows. Stan G still up in here. I know it'd be taking a minute for local radio DJ Mike T. Y'all can tell I don't listen to the radio no more. A overhyped DJ. He work at K97. Hold on. Now I be looking at the way that Mike T holds his hands. Is he a vice lord? You know, I went through the academy. They did teach us that, because we had to take a gang. You know, they teach us about how gangs, their lingo, and how they stand and all that. I kind of know how the vice lords do their thing, right? Is he a vice lord? Because Yo Gotti and Juke is one. You know, I don't know if he's one. You know, I just be asking. I don't know.
Them out where they were stalling them out, and Mia J. They said Mia J. even confirmed it that that was going on. You know what I'm saying? Mike T. Because they saying Dolph supposed to been in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. That's what they saying. Dolph supposed to been in Atlanta today. You know what I'm saying? So if Dolph was supposed to be in Atlanta, why did he stay? Why did he stay? Because he had plenty of folks was doing turkey drives for PRE almost every day that week. You know what I'm saying? So why would he stay? DJ Mike T. Let me find out, man. It's a cold gold world. It's a cold gold game. Oh man. I told y'all it's more to meet the eye, man. So we gotta get everything in clear eyesight, man. We gotta put everything in clear eyesight because it's more to meet the eye. And I'm thinking, well, I'm talking to y'all right now, so I gotta know exactly what's going on with the whole situation because this the last play. You know what I'm saying? This the last move on the chessboard as far as the Feds see it. Now y'all run them lights to get me hyped up, man. Everything I'm saying allegedly for entertainment purpose, but y'all know it's real. Y'all really know it's real, Jack. So man, they put everything together. You know what I'm talking about? It's still just for dog. Shout out just for dog. Shout out to everybody out there who putting in on this situation, who you know what I'm saying, who working this situation, from the troops to the everybody out there. You know what I'm talking about? Salute, salute, salute. Y'all already know what's going on. We putting strong in the game, Jack.
Okay, shout out to Stan G. Okay, like I said, you know, when I heard him, you know, mention when he mentioned that video. Okay, um, when he mentioned that video, I remembered what I was told about that video early on. Um, and it had to have been like over a year ago, because I remember vaguely the person saying he shot a video. He was going around Riverside and downtown, but they shot at him. And it was right before, I'm almost sure the person said it was right before, on One We Go, right before Dolph was killed, because they felt like the person, and I believe that's the reason, one of the reasons why that he paid to have young Dolph killed. I have to say allegedly until they go and arrest us. But what's up, the real T? But when I saw Stan G talk about that video, I was like, wow, you know, it's one thing about when you start hearing, when you hear stuff from people that's like out in Memphis streets and stuff, and then it starts to circulate. But when the person told me, I knew it had some type of validity to it, because the person that told me, shit, they told me, like I said, that about a year or so ago, and they was talking about you. I don't want my name in there. Don't tell them folks you work with. I said, I don't tell them people I work with nothing. Shit, they know everything. I don't listen. When I get on here, they were so nervous when they was telling me. I knew it had some validity to it. So, yeah. I mean, that was just some type of that was just conversation and it really wasn't even conversation. It's just something that they brought up for some reason. Um, yeah. Hey, Byron Brown. Positive says, I think they knew Dolph didn't have anyone shot at him. He wanted an excuse to try and justify the plan he already had. Yeah, that's true. I agree too, because I don't think Dolph was shooting at him. Okay. Now he was down there doing videos around Riverside. We saw that Dolph was downtown too. He had like a condo or something in the downtown area, because we saw on his Twitter that he was in the downtown area the early part of November of 2021. I mean, we do know that. So that would be around the area that video was shot at. Okay. Which means nothing. It means nothing at all. But I just found, when he spoke about that, I knew that that had a lot of validity to it. And I'm gonna tell y'all how it came up. I was sitting looking at a video of mine. Stan G said, "You right, they told me that too." I told you. I was sitting looking at a video of mine. I was sitting around some people, okay, because I do have a normal life. Yep, downtown, and I was sitting, and the person started pacing. You know what? They looking all, young Dolph. That's they. Got it. Shot a video. Oh, shit, child. I don't look. They was scared. Don't tell them people. I don't want my name in nothing. Don't tell them people you work with. I said, I'm not gonna tell them nothing. Shit, they know everything. I've never in my life went, and other than telling on these folks that harasses me. I told y'all I be filing reports on y'all because I be fearing for my life. But as far as going and telling something on Gotti and Jook and Orange Mound Quid and Straight Drop and Cornelius, I ain't never had to do that, because whatever I know, it came from people in the inside that I already knew. It came from people in the inside that I already knew. So what I'm going to tell the people, something that I already know. I'm not investigating the Young Dolph's case. I'm not. I am an investigator, but I'm not investigating that case. I've never been hired to investigate that case, ever. I was never hired to investigate that case. Never. That is an open, ongoing case. As I've said many, many times before, Young Dolph got a damn dream team. Young Dolph got, and plus, and let me just say this, okay, before the folks start calling me, I don't investigate private cases anymore. I work strictly for the government. Okay, so don't call me asking me, because see, these freaks likes to call me. I need you. I ain't investigating nobody's case. I work strictly, exclusively for the motherfucking government. Okay, so don't call my phone, because if you call my phone, I'm gonna think you harassing me. I'm gonna have to file a report on you. Okay. Memphis Standard, because one night I was on here, they had a damn fool to call me, and one of my friends was sitting right up here, and he said somebody had him to call you, listening to his ass, recording him. Okay. We tracked him down so quick it scared the shit out of him. So don't have nobody to call me. Okay. But that video had a significance, because I remember somebody early on telling me about that. Okay. And somehow Young Dolph's name had came up or something. Who is Big Sue? Oh, y'all, who is Big Sue, Ken? But I found all of this interesting, because as time started to go on, like we got the first dosage of this Young Dolph situation, and it's like it's so many layers it seems to me like it's so many layers. And one thing that I do know about cases working in the criminal justice system for over 25, I started working in the criminal justice system in 2000. So that would be 25 years, right? What's this year, y'all? Is it 2024? It's 2025. So I've been working in the criminal justice system for 25 years, okay? And one thing that I do know, even when I did my private cases and they would hire us to go out and reignite flames for cold case homicides and things of that nature, one thing that I learned just from experience is that as a case, Young Dolph's case is getting older, okay? It's 4 years old. And as time goes on, as a case starts to get older, when people are initially afraid to say anything in the very beginning, okay? As the case starts to get older, and his case is definitely not cold. Young Dolph's case is flaming hot. It's blazing so hot you could put a cigarette to it and light it. That's how hot that case is. It ain't nowhere near cold, okay? But as time starts to go on, the control that people may have had and the fear that people may have had, they don't have that anymore, and they will start to talk, okay? They will start to talk, right? Yeah, they will. They'll start to talk. Says Big Sue is a female DJ. So I think that's why Young Dolph's case has so many layers to it, because people will start to talk because they have convictions. When I say they are convicted, I'm talking about they feel guilty. Girlfriends and boyfriends break up and they will call and talk. When it's meant for something to be solved, when God is in it, you can't stop it anyways, okay? When it's meant for something to be solved, God is going to make sure that it is solved. One thing that I will say, they had a lot of opportunity. And I know Yo Gotti them be looking at my videos. Shout out to them, because we know they fans and shit, okay? But what I will say is one of the reasons that Yo Gotti and them are not going to get away with what they did to Young Dolph is because the federal government is insulted by their motherfucking asses, having the audacity to continuously try and kill this man right in front of their very own eyes, and then did it. That's why they ain't letting up off of them. That ain't no myth. I'm telling y'all what I know. You think you gonna try since 2016 to kill a boy? The Fed looking at you. The only reason why the asses wasn't in jail is because Young Dolph wouldn't testify against him. He wouldn't show up. They didn't even give him no grace for that. So when I told y'all that a federal agent, a FBI agent, said ain't nobody spending no money, no hit money, but the lawyers. I told y'all that 3 years ago. Who been spending the hit money? Who been spending the hit money? I don't tell no lies on here. And if I don't know, I'm gonna tell y'all I don't know. And if I do know and I can't say it, I'm not gonna say it. And I'm gonna tell y'all I don't say it. Okay? Ain't nobody been spending no money, but the don't hit money, but the lawyers. Okay? So they had the nerve to continuously try and kill this man with the folks knowing that it's them. Young Dolph wouldn't tell on him. They should have left him alone based on he stayed silent and didn't tell on him, because I would have been down there saying, because when, they said, Brandon Mills be sending them these, getting with these, and that's allegedly, but I had to go ahead and tell on you, Brandon. Okay, because I was told, they say you the one that be hiring these damn fools on here and y'all fucking interns to be messing with people on the YouTube, okay? And he running CMG now. And then I ain't gonna talk about the other stuff because Brandon Mims got a lot that's gonna come before him. He need to leave me alone. I'm not your problem, B Mims. I'm not your problem. Okay? You got bigger fish to fry, love, because you need to figure out what Cornelius done told them folks on you. Okay? That's what you need to be bothered about. Allegedly. Okay? But see, I know he in here. B Mims, I fear for my life. Leave me alone. See, to the average person, they would say, she is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Them niggas that's in the bushes know I ain't. They know I ain't cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They know. Cypress, oh my God, Cypress is twisted. Okay. So that's why that case is still hot. You had all these years to stop trying to kill a person. Young Dolph wasn't just a rapper. He was a effing human being. That's what he was. He was a human. That was a damn father. That wasn't CMG and them and Endless and whoever else was involved. They didn't bring Young Dolph into the world. He was not theirs to take up out of this world. Diane and Adolph Sr. gave birth to him. That was their child given to them by God. And even though they gave birth to him, they didn't have a right to take him out if they had wanted to. Because it ain't right for nobody to try and play God. Okay? So these Negroes thought that they was going to insult the federal government. And then, hey, it has always been funny to me because what people try to do is they try to put fear into the atmosphere. And a way to put fear into the atmosphere is to make people believe, and to stop people from talking is to make people believe that somehow that you got the FBI and the Memphis Police Department in your pocket. And I told y'all from day one, not because I worked all them years for MPD. I work with them officers. I know all of the officers that I work with at MPD. They up high now. When I first started working for MPD, Caroline Mason was just she wasn't even a sergeant yet. She was temporarily assigned to general assignment. Now it's called something else. Okay. So yeah, there are crooked officers. There's a bad apple in every bunch, but Yo Gotti and them ain't never had the whole police department in their pockets. Now, if I was messy, I would have had got on here, okay, I ain't gonna say that, okay? I can't say it. But that's a way to spread and intimidate people. Oh, well, I ain't gonna say nothing because, I ain't gonna say nothing because Yo Gotti got the whole Memphis Police Department in his pocket. Okay. Yo Gotti got the feds in his pocket. I know that's a damn lie. Okay. Hold on for a second, you guys. Woo, Lord. Y'all get down. Get your butts down. Y'all being good though. Okay. Y'all being good. It's okay. So I know that has no truth and no validity. It is impossible to have a whole department in your pocket. Okay? Okay? Hold on, you guys. Y'all hit the like button for me, okay? Okay. Now, I did hear there was some patrolmen. I did hear that there was some patrolmen that that was giving them a heads up on some stuff. Okay. Now, as I've said before, y'all, I have to be reading my stuff as they come through. Okay. What was I getting ready to say? Yeah, they had some patrolmen that kind of gave them a heads up of when the police, they helped them to get to traffic their drugs. I don't, and you have patrolmen that do stuff like that. Okay, even still, I ain't get on here. I ain't say nothing. I be the quietest person in the room. All you have to do is leave me alone. But when you send people to mess with me, you're gonna get the business. Okay. So I do know that little officers can be paid off. You know what I mean? They look like to me they're getting younger and younger. Just like what go on in the jail, because I told y'all what was going on with Straight Drop, where in the jail, Straight Drop, but one time they did a shakedown on his cell, he had all his drugs and stuff packaged up in a whole heap up. They was packaged up and ready to be sent out. So he was selling drugs in jail. Okay. So, yes, Stan G, there was a lot of validity to that. There was a lot of validity to that because somebody had been told me about the video. Okay. And that they had popped at him. And I think it was a couple weeks before Young Dolph was killed. I think that's what they told me. Like I said, I don't like for people to tell me nothing when they be whispering and running and looking behind doors and shit. I don't even tell me. I don't want to know because I didn't ask for it. Okay. But yeah. So Stan G was on point. Now Stan G had some information I didn't have, because all the other stuff that he talked about, he went deep into it. I didn't know whose car he was driving or nothing like that. That's why I said y'all can say what y'all want to. Somebody in the streets be talking to Stan G. Okay, I don't know who it be, but somebody telling them something. Because some of the stuff, it's a lot of people I can't listen to. But I go listen to Stan G, and there's a lot of stuff that he says that I know somebody in the street done told him, because I've been unheard it. Okay, a lot of times. Okay, but yeah, but so y'all hold on. Okay, you guys, I'm back. Okay. Yeah, what was I talking about? My phone started ringing. Y'all help me out. What was I talking about? Y'all know I be forgetting. I be having so much stuff going on, y'all. Please help me out. Um, Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get some information. So, and listen, let me just say this for the people that be listening. I'm not on here to bash Yo Gotti. Like I said, I'm not the type of person that bash people. But what I like to do is I like to hold people accountable. I like to, and God is going to hold them accountable for what they did to Young Dolph. They're already being held accountable. God has his people everywhere, to include the Memphis Police Department. To include the Memphis Police Department. But I will say this, like, they called, threw me totally off. Shit, I'm putting on lip gloss all on my lips and shit. My nerves and stuff so bad. The hell was I talking about? Let me take my damn phones out. I need to make another phone call too. Y'all, they sends me cases late at night too. My nerves and stuff be getting bad. But y'all just bear with me, because I'm going to get this out. I'm going to talk about this tonight. My other damn phone there. Because I need to text somebody. Let me text. God damn it. I said what the other one is. This ain't even it. This some shit. Here it is right here. Y'all, this ain't the damn phone either. Y'all, I got 4 phones. I can't find the one I'm trying to get to. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all, I'm coming right back. We're gonna talk about this tonight, but I got to do this. My nerves done got bad. I'm gonna have to start turning my phones and stuff off when I'm on live. Sometimes I be thinking folks be watching me on live and start sending me all this crazy stuff. On that damn phone at the other phone. Lord have mercy, Jesus. It ain't. I can't find it. Anyway, y'all hit the like button. Miss T, you have to explain yourself. This your channel, and you can say what you want. Thank you. I appreciate that, y'all. Y'all, thank y'all for being patient with me. My nerves and got bad. I'm trying to. Find that phone. I ain't gonna be able to find it right now though, because I can't find it. Anyways, you guys. So what I was saying was, y'all, it's only 90 likes, and it's 184 people up in here. Y'all get the likes up before we move forward. I need y'all to get the likes up. Y'all get the likes up for me. Anyway, y'all. So what I was saying was, I'm not here to bash Yo Gotti, but Yo Gotti in them was wrong. And regardless, contrary to what people want to believe, Yo Gotti does not have the feds in his pocket. Okay, he does not have the whole Memphis Police Department. When you start to, the investigative bureau in his pocket, right? And so I think that's what the fear and stuff people put out there. Like I said, Yo Gotti, I was a fan. I was definitely a fan of Yo Gotti. I think I've said this so many times, when people want to say, we be hating and stuff. I was such a fan. My cousins and them rock with him the long way. It was Yo Gotti this, Yo Gotti that. Okay. I still like his song 5-Star Chick, but I have to say that I'm definitely hurt by the turmoil that Yo Gotti had caused in his very own city. We're all Memphians, right? All of us. Young Dolph came to Memphis when he was 2 years old. He's a MF and Memphian. Okay, I don't give a damn where he was born at. Shout out to Chicago. I love Chicago too. Okay, but Young Dolph he belongs to us. Okay, so it's hurtful to me when another Memphian who is just as successful, okay, could plot to take this successful young man's life. It ain't nothing right about it. It never should have happened. And as I said, the reason that the federal government is determined to get them. I see, if I had to bet on anybody, and I've been saying this for 3 years, I always said, if I got to bet on anybody, I know Yo Gotti and then when it got that $100 million deal that they got to pay back. But if I had to bet on anybody, I would bet on the federal government. I've said that forever. It's not good. That's right, Castelia Bound. It's not good. She says South Memphis Deborah. That's right. He belongs to us. I was born and raised in South Memphis too, Miss Deborah. He belongs to us. But shout out to Chicago, but he's ours. Okay? And so that's why it's so hurtful that they would go as far as to take that man's life. It ain't nothing right about what they did. Yo Gotti and them know that they was wrong. So they had all of those opportunities to stop. They did. They had all those opportunities to stop. You can't play in the face of the federal government. Don't you ever do it. Anything that has anything to do with the federal government, you better not play in the face of them. They don't play. It's never good. As I was going to say, let me get back to what I was saying. I'm going to always ride with the federal government. If I had to ride with anybody as far as winning, I don't care how much money. It could be Jay-Z. It could be Diddy. It could be anybody. Y'all see how Diddy faring? You can't win against an entity that can't run out of money. Anybody runs out of money, but the federal government don't. You know why? They print up their damn money. And so let me tell you, you can't win against an entity or a government that's got unlimited funds and resources, because they're going to take their ass to the Federal Reserve and print up their money. How you think you're going to go up against something like that? So one of the things that I do like about the police chief in Memphis is that she was smart enough, okay? Is that she was smart enough, okay, to go and partner with the federal government. Okay, because see, when I worked for the police departments, it was a lot of male police chiefs. Okay, and so it was a lot of male police chiefs, and they didn't necessarily like to ask the feds to help them, because I know a lot of people didn't know this until I told them. When they said this ain't no federal, the feds ain't involved. I said, listen, if it's not a federal case, the feds will get involved if the local police departments in any city or state ask them to get involved and help. So what ended up happening was the police chief in Memphis, CJ Davis, was smart enough to understand that the feds have unlimited resources, and that she didn't have no ego. It would be good to partner with their federal entities. I don't think, shout out to the Memphis Police Department. My auntie and all of them work over there. Okay. A lot of my friends are over there because I worked over there with them. But I don't believe that the Memphis Police Department could have over 1 million damn pages of evidence if they didn't have the FBI working with them. The FBI, the ATF, and all of them. Okay. Those are the federal entities. Okay. You're talking about unlimited resources. I would be scared of any entity. I've said this a million times. I'd be scared of any entity that got a damn machine whereas they can point at your house and see in your damn house. I told y'all when I started working for the police department back in 2000, they had that damn machine where they can point at your house and look through your damn brick house. Okay. Technology, that's 25 years ago. Do y'all know how technology has advanced? They can't run out of money, so you can't beat them. I don't care what kind of attorneys you got. You're going to run out of money. And them high price attorneys is going to leave you high and dry. And that is the strategy of the federal government. Okay, they keep you going. They keep you in court until they drain your resources. I mean, that's just strategy. I do it too. That's why it works for them, because I love their strategies. Okay, so you drain them, you keep them in court until you drain them of their resources, and then you whip their ass cat raggedy. When they go and get that, they have to go and get a federal public defender. Okay. So, like I said, but they didn't just start doing that. That's been going on. So that's why when folks were saying, well, you that, I said, I know how it work, y'all. I've been watching them kick ass for 25 years up close. They can't win. You can't win. So I can't understand why these successful men, and it was more than Gotti, it was more than him, why these successful men would go and put themselves on the radar for the federal government to take them down, because that's what's going to happen. Do they think they're going to be able to kill young Dolph and take him away from his family, his kids, his woman, and his mama and them, and his empire that he built, and play in the face of the federal government? They've been looking at their ass the whole time and still is, and think they're going to spend money and flex and floss and be out here living? It ain't going to happen. I've been told y'all that. They're not going to let them. They're already working to get, okay? And then the laws of the earth is whatever a man soweth, that's just what he's going to reap. Okay? Whatever a man soweth, that's just what he's going to reap. And then God says, this is my favorite scripture. I've been saying this now for 3-4 years. Hasn't it? Isn't it true? God says, when I get them back for what they did to you, you're going to witness it. He said, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. Haven't we been witnessing the get back? Haven't we been witnessing the get back? He said, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. They was wrong for how they killed that boy out there like that. That boy was just walking into a cookie shop. They killed him because they was jealous of him. They wanted what he had. What they gonna be able to do? They've been talking about they independent, they this and they that, and they don't. Everybody already know they artists and stuff being 3-4 deals. It don't hit the same way like it did with young Dolph. So instead of killing him, they should have been trying to get with him so that all these young black men could get together and overthrow the music industry that had been making these young black boys slaves. That's what young Dolph was doing. So they should have been trying to get with him so that they could collaborate to help to create generational wealth throughout our community. Instead, they got jealous of him. It wasn't young Dolph. Let me move my purse because I feel a preach coming on. Okay, y'all move on. Y'all puppies, get out the way, because when I get ready to start dropping these gems and preaching my arms, I be throwing my arms. I don't want to hit my puppies in the head. Okay? It wasn't young Dolph that they was after. It was the vision. They was jealous of the vision because God handcrafted his vision a little different. So instead of trying to get with that vision and get with him, they wanted to hold him down, but they couldn't do that. Oh, okay, y'all gonna try and block me? They want to try to block him. You can't block nobody that's got their own money. My daddy taught me that. He said, learn the game, then go make your own money. So can't no Negro hold you back, because money talks. That's why when me and my daddy would be on them radio stations, we had our own radio show. They would kick us off one show because my dad was so radical. He had money. We'd be on another radio station the next week. You can't stop nobody. You can't hold nobody down that's got their own funds. So he learned the game and went and got his money, and he was able to turn down their money because all they wanted to do was sign him so that they can control him and shelf him. They was after the vision. Okay? They was after the vision. They would have left him alive if they could have killed the vision. Every time they shot him, he came back better. The vision grew bigger. So we're going to have to just kill the whole damn man. Okay? We're going to shoot ourselves in the foot, curse our life, risk going to jail, because that's where they're going. They're going to prison. I done told y'all they're going. Because we got to kill the man. The only way to stop him is to kill him. We got to lay him down. And guess what? They still can't stop him. His vision speaks from the grave. We see Key Glock and all them walking around him. That's the dream. That's the vision. They still can't hold him down. Like they couldn't hold Jesus in the grave. They still can't hold him down. That vision still speaks. That boy built something. And he built it well. So killing them was for nothing. Okay? They killed him for nothing. Because that vision still walking. Every time they look at Key Glock, every time we look at Kenny Money, every time we look at Moochie Grape, we see bits of young Dolph. Okay? They can't even hold him down from the grave. That vision still walking around. Okay? And they so pathetic. I be hearing for, yeah, who winning? CMG, Yo Gotti or Young Dolph? Y'all still comparing Young Dolph down. Young Dolph has ascended because he ain't at that grave no more. Young Dolph has ascended to another dimension. So they definitely, if they wanted to kill him, they made him immortal. He's ascended to another dimension higher than them. Okay? So he's ascended to another dimension. They still comparing who the best, Yo Gotti or Young Dolph. Yeah, you got to be. Yeah, Yo Gotti winning. Pre ain't Young Dolph. They still talk about Young Dolph. He had him so he ruffled their feathers so much they still talk about him like he alive. But his spirit lives on. Every time you see his son that got his exact eyes, that's intelligent. We reminded that the dream lives on. They thought the label was going to be defunct by now. Every time Key Glock and them jump on stage, what they doing? They playing 100 shots, get paid, young nigga get paid. Them boys getting paid for real. And it ain't no 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people in their pocket because he fixed it like that. That's how it's supposed to be. So you get the people like the straight drops and stuff, right? Who don't know nothing. Okay? All Straight Drop knew is that he wanted to be famous. Unfortunately, they took advantage of him. Okay? What he should have been trying to do is get his life right so that Young Dolph would have wanted to sign him. Right? Instead, he was getting ready. He was going to give his life up one way or the other anyways, because he was getting ready to sign a deal, or he thought he was going to be famous. Okay. Well, he wasn't going to be getting no money anyways. And so I think all these young brothers ought to feel a certain way, especially if they're in the music industry, about somebody like Young Dolph being taken away from us. Hey, listen, I know people say, well, you know, Young Dolph had this type of person. Look, I'm a Leo. Okay. Young Dolph a Leo like me. Okay. I'm snappy. I'll cuss you out. I'm smart alecky. But who better than me? I be in my car riding around trying to put food and shit down to homeless people and to animals. That's just how I am. Who's a better giver than me? Because if I love you for real. Okay? Because I feel like I'm one of the ones that feel like people are not supposed to go without. Especially not hungry. But if Young Dolph had been smart alecky, he had been all those things, and he ain't had nothing going for himself, Yo Gotti and them would not have paid him not another thought. They would not have even paid him any attention. But because that boy went and built himself up from the ground and was successful, every time you saw him, he was in a brand new car. He had them win and pay for it cash. He somewhere get ready to do a show. He all in the Louis Vuitton store, done spent, counted out $250,000. He ain't flogging. He counted it out, just waiting, just horsing around, waiting to go do a show. Yeah, they was mad at him. Okay. They was mad at them because they couldn't do it. And so, I think it's a shame because Memphis got that spirit of, and I could talk about Memphis. I'm from Memphis. Y'all know I be getting mad when people talk about Memphis, but I can talk about Memphis because I'm from Memphis. Okay, I can talk about these bitches. Okay, everybody ain't one, but I'm talking about these low down ones. Okay, so Memphis got a spirit of jealousy that lingers. We think about all, like, Dr. King being here, and his blood stain is on Memphis. And when people talk about prophets, I always talk about Young Dolph can be looked at as a prophet, right? Because he could be looked at as a prophet because the prophet comes to confirm and reveal, right? God had given Young Dolph the mind to go and learn the music industry that was enslaving. These black boys are the ones with the talent. Can't nobody tell me nothing about these African-American boys. Ain't none of them no throwaway. They go and put drugs and give them drugs to mess them up, but they're naturally smart because they come from greatness. I'm one of those ones that I can say, I might get on here and pronounce my words wrong sometimes, but I was good in English. I was always algebra, calculus. I wasn't good at that. But black boys was just naturally smart when it came to math because it's in their DNA. They come from that type of greatness, okay? So I think it's a darn shame when we get black men that are in positions to help to create generational wealth. Because one thing for sure, you ain't got to be greedy. If you're a CEO, you're going to get your money. So why can't the artists get the money? It's these black boys that can rap and that's got the talent. So why not be like a Young Dolph and really help them create generational wealth and not flodge about it? Okay, because a lot of them flodging. Okay. He said, can't tell me shit, Sally sales song and voice. But English, we have mastered that, okay? And so what they did was these African-American boys, they go to the hoods where they're already suffering. It makes me mad because ain't nobody got to tell Yo Gotti and them that these African-American boys are hungry. Ain't nobody got to tell him that. You know why? Because he grew up in the hoods. I grew up in the hoods. I look at it every single day. I already know that a lot of them are starving and they're hungry. They don't know how to be successful. So if they see somebody that has the illusion of success, of course, the record industry is going to send somebody like a Yo Gotti to the hoods that has the illusion of being successful to trick them into signing their damn lives over and pimp their talent and get them on drugs and stuff, and they still ain't creating no generational wealth. God gonna whoop their asses cat raggedy just for that. Don't get me. See, I'm about to get real mad. I was doing good, but I'm about to get mad because it pisses me off when I see how people that look like us continuously takes advantage, okay, of our communities, right? Not the illusion of being successful. I'm talking about really creating some generational wealth. And so, when folks sit up talk about the feds and the feds trying to take down a successful man, I'm gonna say this, and I don't mean no harm, but whoever think that can, y'all kiss my ass now. You know why you can kiss it? Because Young Dolph was a successful black man that other black men took down. And you think the feds ain't supposed to get them back? God says the feds got a job to do. God says you got to reap what you sow. They knew the consequences of what could happen to them. But see, they thought that the straight drops and the Corneliuses was going to be the only ones that was going to go down. They looked at their lives as being worth nothing. Young black men that was misled in the community, and these bitches looked at their life as being nothing. We get them a few little dollars, ain't gonna really give them nothing, because they was gonna kill Cornelius to keep from paying them. And we get them to go kill Dolph, $1 million man, with nothing, with a wealth of knowledge. And y'all took that from us? The way Memphis is suffering all of the crime and stuff, and bring all of that turmoil into the city. You got to reap what you sow. So I don't have no issues with the feds doing their job. Okay. I be admiring them FBI agents when they sitting up in court in that black and stuff. Folks don't know who they are. Okay. Getting ready to solve another young black man's case. Because all this organized crime is getting ready to be put to sleep. And you're going to see all these jackleg record companies going down. Okay? That ain't taking anything from a black man. We don't need no damn record companies and calling them successful that's destroying black people and black families. We don't want to support nothing like that. They need to be defunct. The feds should have took them down a long time ago. Okay, but the time is now. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And them boys ain't playing. So those are the consequences. They knew what could happen when they decided to take young Dolph out. They allowed their jealousy to override logic. And so now they got to pay for it. Young Dolph's family and his woman and his kids have had to suffer. Now it's time for their asses to suffer. At least they folks will come and see them through a damn sale when they teaching shit all up out their head, because they gonna make them take them false big ass teeth up out their mouth. Okay, and them damn wig and shit that them implants and them wigs and stuff, them rugs that they be having on top of their head. They family gonna still get to see him looking ugly and all, but they still get to see him. Young Dolph's kids have to go down there to the grave. Okay? They got to go down there to the grave. Whew. Oh, Lord, where my fan at? Because I done preached myself into a sweat. But guess what? I ain't finished. Okay? I ain't finished. Because I feel like it was something else I was getting ready to tell y'all, but I done forgot. It's an exclusive, but guess what? When I think about it, when it come back to my mind, I'm going to tell it. Okay? I have so much. It's a lot of shit that I've been knowing that I ain't just never said nothing about. Tiptoe Through says them toupees. That's right. Them toupees, them rugs and stuff that they be having on their damn head. Go get a rug and put a Jerry curl in it. Hell, I thought Jerry curl had been out of style. Okay. So they killed him. And they want to try to talk about Young Dolph's family. See, let me go on here. See, they so dirty. And B Mims, I'm back at you now. I'm coming for you. Okay. B Mims, you put these vloggers on here, okay? And these damn interns, okay? And these damn execs and shit, or whoever these employees, these PR people that work for y'all's company on here to spin the narrative. Okay, you had these folks spinning the narratives, trying to create an atmosphere because y'all thought that y'all was gonna kill Key Glock. Okay, that's what y'all thought. Y'all wanted to spin the narrative. You dirty, okay? You dirty dogs. Y'all thought y'all was gonna spin the narrative. They so dirty. They put these folks on here and started paying these folks because they want to kill Key Glock. So they started trying to create an atmosphere, putting these folks on here, paying vloggers who ain't worth two damn nickels, rubbed together because they ain't got shit. So they do anything for some money to spread a narrative, to create an atmosphere. Okay? to make people think that Key Glock has something to do with what happened to Young Dolph, because they was planning on trying to kill him. If they could create an atmosphere, make people think that he did it, they could say it was a crazed fan that did it. Yeah, the feds know that. Yeah, they know it. They started going at Young Dolph's family. Y'all know these some evil folks. People will do anything for a dime. Okay, as my daddy used to say, they go. My dad used to say they go two for a penny. That means they ain't shit. They 2 for a penny. Okay. Young Dolph's mother, and I know his daddy was having some ailments, and I was praying for his dad. I said, God, give him strength so he can see the justice for his child. Well, Young Dolph, dad and them, Young Dolph family and Young Dolph and them was very open about what his family overcame. Okay, as far as whatever they had gone through. You had vloggers on here that was giving the people who killed this man a pass, going at his parents who was the victims. God said, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. I bet some of them, they teeth and shit and fell out their head. That's the reason why a lot of them sick now. They got diabetes, glaucoma, they teeth and shit and fell out their stomach and shit, then twisted all the way to the back, look like some out of a damn horror movie. They can't walk on their damn feet because of that gout, because they're so damn dirty, and they ain't even 70 years old doing anything, okay, for a damn dollar. These folks was already going through hell. That's the reason why when folks want to come up in here and talk about Mia J, we blocked them. You blocked. You're not going to come up in here and talk about a black queen that has been left to pick up the pieces with 2 black children. Her man that was a provider was snatched away from her. Y'all gonna get y'all asses up out of here. See, I always worked and made money, so I wasn't going along with no narratives. You couldn't bully me into doing it. Okay? So what we did was just block them. You're not gonna come here and talk about Mia J. He chose her. Okay? I don't care what they say he did. She was over there in that mansion with him and them kids. Young Dolph was rich. If he had wanted to be with somebody else, he could have went and got any woman he wanted. Okay, Mia J, chocolate, beautiful. She's smart. He said she was smart. That's why he liked her. She was over there living in that mansion with him. Okay. So you're not going to come up in here and talk about a lady that has been left with the pieces. Some of these folks are, they was coming in my chair. Mia J, he left for that money. That's what he was supposed to do. It's a damn shame when women don't know what a man's supposed to do. He was a real one. That's what a man's supposed to do. He took care of business. Hell, if some of these damn fools would stop taking care of these men and get them a real one, they'll know that's what a real one do. If something happen, my woman and my kids gonna be taken care of. Instead, these damn fools they take care of these damn fools. They don't leave them nothing. And when they die, somebody kill them, they have to sell fish plates to try to buy them a damn casket. Okay? When their asses ought to be a hole ought to be dug, because a lot of them ain't worth the damn anyway, and thrown in the backyard, put in a box and thrown in the backyard any damn way. Okay? But he was a real one. That's what real men do. They leave something behind for their family. Okay? Okay? That's what real men do. That was a real man. Don't y'all know that if Young Dolph, and it's funny because I got my clip in my hand that's a dolphin. It's something. It was the only one in Target. I was looking for a clip for my braids, and it was $1. All they had was a dolphin, and it's a damn dolphin. Okay, I think this some shit. Don't y'all know if Young Dolph had wanted to start a war, if he had wanted to kill them, Gotti and them, he could have. He had enough money to do it. If you can go drop off $250,000 at a Louis Vuitton store just shopping, passing time, you could have paid anybody. He could have paid a professional hitman. That man didn't do that because all they was looking for was to get him gone one way or the other. They was gonna get him put in jail. That would have been a reason to start killing his artist. He could have went anywhere. He knew his artist was out there in the street. That would have been a reason for them to retaliate. Y'all see, they had a hit on all these artists. They was going to try to discourage him one way or the other. If we don't hit him, we're going to hit his artist. That's going to discourage him, and he going to shut Pre down. They was after the dream, the vision. They was vision killers. Okay? But if he had wanted to hit at them, he could have. He had enough money to pay real professional hitmen. Seemed like to me, they ain't have no damn money trying to pay somebody $800. And they didn't pay him that. And they supposed to be millionaire. Straight Drop got his, though. It was quite a few, it was quite a few millionaires that was involved that came up with some money. That's why I say Yo Gotti wasn't in this by himself, because it was some real money men, and Yo Gotti wasn't a real money man. Okay. Some money was passed around, but it was some real millionaires, okay, from my understanding. Zach Randolph, okay. Tia says, I think I want to be a damn fool since women taking care of them. But you have to reap what you sow. I'm telling you, you got to reap what you sow. These folks gonna reap for what they did. And not just Young Dolph. And listen, I'm not an evil person. So when that happened to Juke, people was talking about me, because when it happened to Juke, I remember when I got on live, I was upset and I cried. I did. I cried because I be on here talking mess, but I don't want to see people get killed. I did. I cried when Juke was hit because I wanted to see justice served. I knew Juke was getting ready to be indicted. He was supposed to have been indicted that November. I don't know what went on, but they didn't indict him. Okay? But sometimes I feel like they had went ahead and did it, he would still be alive. All right? I like to see people pay for what they do. Okay? I like to see justice served. I don't like to see these black men be slaughtered. Okay? I'm not that type of person. Okay? So when he was hit up, it touched me. When Teezy was killed, I was on here crying. I remember Greyface. I was in my members, and I remember Greyface says, "You don't think you're the reason for?" I said, "Lord have mercy. Lord, they didn't kill Teezy." I was upset. I remember Greyface. I said, "Lord, maybe I shouldn't have been doing videos, even though everybody was doing videos." And Greyface said, "You don't think you're the reason for that, do you?" I was like, "Lord, I hate to see." Teezy was a handsome black man. And, Teezy was going, he was, Teezy did what he had to do. Okay. But he was wrong. He had an involvement. And I think, I don't think he had turned on Straight Drop. Okay. But he saw where some people weren't doing Straight Drop right. And so I think, Teezy and Chief Davis have developed them a good little friendship, some kind of way, okay? And somebody took Teezy out, and I hate that. I do. I hate that. Teezy was a young man, so I never be wanting to see stuff like that. Okay. But what I found, and I'm not being accusatory because I don't know who killed Teezy, okay? But what I found weird was, like, when Teezy was killed, Juke and Gotti was out of town. Juke was letting everybody know he was in Nashville somewhere, and Gotti and Angela was on the water. It just seemed like whenever somebody get hit, certain folks, make sure that they're out of the city. I mean, yeah, I'm an investigator. I suppose to watch stuff like that, okay? But I mean, I'm not the only one. People that are not watching, okay? Maybe it was nothing. It just seems weird, okay? Anyways, yeah, I wish I could drop the link. I didn't talk so much, my throat hurting. I need to blow my nose. Tiptoe says someone decided it was time for Teasy to go. I wonder who. I wonder who paid for somebody to kill Teasy. I wonder who paid for it. Somebody paid for it, didn't it? I think the government know. I think Chief Davis knew when she ran out there with the FBI on his scene. I ain't never in my life seen a police chief make the scene of a crime like that. It don't happen. It has not happened since, not unless it is a police officer. It's a man down. He said Gotti probably didn't know Teasy. Maybe he didn't know Teasy. I ain't. Maybe Gotti didn't know Teasy. I don't know. Maybe he did know him. He probably didn't know him. Who knows? But somebody paid for him to be hit. I'll be glad when that comes out. I think at some point that's going to come out. Probably later on. These folks going to have to stop killing people. God ain't pleased. I'm telling you, God ain't pleased. And God ain't waiting 10 and 15 years for these people to get their payback either. Okay? They getting it back quick. Look at how quick they started getting their payback when they killed Young Dolph. They never was supposed to kill him. Hey, M. Rose. Hey, Dalvin. He knows Straight Drop. Who knows Straight Drop? Who we talk about? Because y'all know I done talked about so much, I forgot what I was saying. Let them call Auntie. I wish I had a number for them to call. I ain't got their phone number. Wait a minute. I might have it. Hold on, shit. I wonder if it'll work. Y'all, wait a minute. I might now. Hold on. It might work. Yeah, I think it might work. I'm gonna put the number up. If y'all call it, y'all see if that number works. Y'all see if that number works. What's up, Justice for Dolph? He says, "Hey Tam, the same people who paid for Teasy paid for Juke." Ooh, wait a minute, I'm missing comments. He's warning before distribution. Justice for Dolph says, "Hey Tam, the same people who paid for Teasy paid for Juke. Gotti knows Teasy and Straight Drop from years back. Govan connected Trula and CMG. Oh. Y'all call that number and see if it works. If so, y'all can call in. Listen, everybody get 3 minutes because I ain't in the mood to. Don't change the subject either, because that right there get on my nerves when people call in. Tam, I know you ain't talking about something, but did you see what Trump had did? I ain't in the mood tonight for all of that. Let's keep it on the subjects. Y'all, Cypress, dial that number to see if it's working. It may be working. Y'all, is the number at the bottom working? Is anybody calling the number? Oh, she said, "I'm missing Misty. I've been missing your lives on here. Am I missing a lot of comments? A warning before destruction." That's true. Usher, please bring the evangelist some juice. Oh, here it is. It's working, y'all. What's up, Cypress?
What's going on? What's happening?
What's the word? What's going on?
Not much. I see we got Justice for Dawg in the middle. What's going on, though?
Tiptoe said, Ushers, please bring evangelist some juice and a fan. Yeah, because I done preached, so I done lost my voice. Oh, I got me a fan. I'm sweating. Shoot, the sweat running all down my neck. I done preached, so I'm about to lose my voice. So what you think about the show tonight, Cypress?
I gotta get back in the platinum, see what y'all got going on over there.
Oh, we talk good stuff up in there.
Yeah, I gotta see what y'all got going on there. It's been a while. Yeah. But that was yeah. I don't know though. I thought that video had came out.
With that video,
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what? The only thing that I knew about that video was that somebody had told me that they had shot at him, and I think it was like a couple weeks before Dolph was killed, and they was saying that they thought it was some of Dolph guys, not Dolph, but they thought it was some people that was affiliated with Dolph that had shot at him while he was shooting that video, and that's one of the reasons why they killed him.
No. No, it sounds good. No.
But they did shoot at him. You saying they didn't shoot at him? Who shot? Who was it that would have been shooting at him though? I don't believe it was young people that was affiliated with Young Dolph.
Well, I don't think it was people that was affiliated with Young Dolph either. I think it was people that didn't like him.
That they would be shooting at him. He did videos in Memphis before.
Yeah, but when you ain't like, you ain't like. We just seen what happened to Charlie Ball. That plane blowing out of broad daylight. Well, you ain't like, you ain't like. But nah, I don't think that had nothing to do with it. I think, yeah. So that was a live when he shot that video downtown.
You said what now?
So Young Dolph was alive when he shot that video downtown.
From my understanding, he was. It was like maybe a couple weeks before he was killed. I don't know. I think that's what the person said.
I didn't know that.
Justice for Dolph might know. Justice for Dolph said Govan was at the video shoot with Juke and Gotti. It's a lot more to that story. Radio station and Dolph's car. So Justice for Dolph, when was that video shot before Dolph was killed?
I thought maybe Dolph was already dead because Moneybagg had shot a video down there first and then Gotti came.
Oh, okay. He says that Govan got on the video called angry at his homeboy because he gave up the play on social media. Sunday the 14th. So you're saying that the video was shot on November the 14th?
But that's like a week before, right?
Okay, so he said really he is talking about. So he's saying that the video they shot the video that would be a few days before Dolph was killed.
Yeah, but here was the thing: if they shot the video a few days on Dolph was killed, we still ain't got no proof they got him within the city because he'll take off at any time. He ain't gonna stay right. It's not like this.
Miss T told them how he still has dog car in his possession. Mike T told them how he still has dog car in his possession and is coming next day to pick it up. Oh,
Mike T, that's radio DJ.
hmm.
Yeah.
Cypress, why you ain't saying nothing now?
This all I can say is this might end up being a mess, y'all.
Well, I mean, I think whatever is going on, I think well, one thing I do know is that, and y'all know I don't know everything, and a lot of the stuff we be finding out together because it be people like Stan G, Justice for Dolph, a whole lot of other people that be dropping gems and stuff that I didn't know about, right? So I never proclaimed to know everything. But one thing I do know is that
Right.
if this case, if they didn't have something big, they wouldn't have it was over 1 million pages worth of evidence what like a year and a half ago. Can you imagine how much stuff they got now? And if it was not big, the case would have stopped at Straight Drop and Cornelius. But what do you hear them always say? It's an ongoing investigation. It's an ongoing investigation. They telling y'all what's going on. So they got the two. If they had the two people that did this only in jail, it would not still be an ongoing investigation.
So y'all like convinced that somebody from the other side may play a role in this too?
Oh Lord, Cypress, you always talk about the other side. What other side is you talking about?
You know what other side I'm talking about, but I ain't listen, y'all. I ain't talking about no damn rapper, but listen, cause y'all just broke up Mike T. So they threw Mike T in this. I ain't no telling how far down the rabbit hole this is going.
Justice Rizal says, yeah, I heard that earlier. You said it's so good with the layers. Case is nowhere close to over or cold. No, it's not. It's definitely not. It was too many people. And you know what I want to understand is why did these people why would they get involved? That's what I can't understand. Like, why would they decide that these people that had all of this going for them, that they want to get together and plot on this boy life like that?
I don't call for the money. Because of the money. That's simple, the money.
That's sad. That's just messed up when people doing anything for money. Hey, listen, I know I'm not from in the streets, but it ought to be. I was raised up around street dudes too, and it was certain things, and they was hardcore street dudes, and they got money, but it was certain things that they just would not do for money. These old ass niggas doing anything for money.
Listen, if some DJ get tied up into this gonna be it's gonna look really bad. But I'm still gonna hold out hope that my boy got it gonna be all right. Y'all don't like it in the chat.
Well, everybody got hope. I guess it ain't nothing wrong with having hope, but Cypress, you already know. You know what it is. You know what it is.
I'm just saying. I don't think nobody gonna go to trial though.
He says you also got little players who had no choice but to get down with the program or participate. There is no telling no to players who really run the town and go van homies. Oh wow.
What?
James says MFs was hating on Dolph because he was a real man, been trying to kill him for the years before they got him. And that's the reason why. That's the reason why they ain't letting up on him.
You know what? I don't think it was hate. I don't think it was hate.
You say you think it was hate? Is that what you said? What did you say, Cypress? I didn't hear you.
I don't think it was hate.
You don't think it was hate? What you think it was?
Just two niggas and Dolphin Juke that just didn't like each other. You know what I mean? It went too far with Dolphin Juke. And I think that's, in my opinion, that's not as far as it goes.
He says, sweating over this second bet, like my name is Bet We Quit. Hold on, I'm missing my comments. It says, Miss T, the streets be knowing before the police. See, the streets talk, but police need evidence and they need witnesses and informants. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And you're right, the streets knew, because I told y'all whatever it was that happened to Juke, and I don't know what happened to him. Only thing I know is they say that the people came from Houston. But
oh my God, and they still gonna let that one go.
So what you, Cypress? What you mean? What you talking about? Why? What you mean by that?
They said, oh my God, I can't believe they ran with that theory. Yeah. Okay. How many of y'all in the chat believe that the shooter was time for me?
So Cypress, who you think took Juke out? Because I remember you said you thought Gotti did it. I don't really believe Gotti did it.
A lot of people think Gotti flipped him.
I don't think Gotti flipped him. I don't.
A lot of people think Gotti flipped him.
Oh Lord. I don't know. I'm not sold on Gotti took his brother out. I mean, I don't know if I believe that. It's a lot of people say it, but I don't know if I believe it. I guess I can't wrap my mind around it.
I ain't gonna say I believe it. I ain't gonna be surprised if
the only way I believe that, the only way I will believe that Yo Gotti took his brother out is if the police say it. And I haven't heard the police say it. Huh?
Right. And that's gonna open up a whole nother can of worms, because he's gonna have to answer to and then that come out.
So who from Houston would want to take him out?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, whoever it was from Houston, they probably just was paid to do it. Who knows? It probably wasn't nothing personal with them, just doing anything for some money. But you never know.
Well, that means that can only be one connection, but never mind, y'all. Y'all go ahead. And that leaves that leads right back to the inner circle. That leads right back to the inner circle. Sad to say, but true.
South Memphis Deborah says, South Memphis Deborah says, Gotti did it. Justice for Dow says these were real yeah, they was real professionals. You could tell that they was real professionals. I told you what the police officer that I know said, that that the guys that came into the back of the church is they don't think that they were the ones that actually shot him.
Okay, so basically they saying they were just the spotters.
Huh?
So basically they saying they were just the spotters.
They came into the church to see if he was in there, and then they went back out to let the people that did it know he was in there, and they left or something like that. He was saying.
So who y'all think did it in the comments?
Who do you all think did it? Because I know a lot of people say, now see, if I hated Gotti, I would be saying, yeah, I don't know if I believe Gotti killed. I don't believe it. I would believe it if the police say it. I can't throw that jacket on him because I don't know. I guess I'm just not.
That's the only way. That's the only way I can believe that he did it before we come out. Said look.
I don't know. I don't think I believe he killed his brother. Cause look at how much security that he had. He was scared of the folks that did it. Shit.
Yeah. And then they leaked the pictures short after they did it.
Yeah, you know what? I never showed that picture because now I'm gonna tell you what made me cry. What made me cry was Juke's mother kneeling down over him. And we're all parents and stuff, and I don't want to get emotional. I can't, from looking at that picture, we could see that Juke was no longer with us, right? Can you imagine the desperation and the devastation that his mother had to have felt kneeling down over her child, knowing that there's no life in him anymore? I don't agree with stuff like that. That's just sad. So that hurt me to see his mother. Regardless to, Juke, what Juke had did. Juke, we all have to pay for what we do, but I can't wish anything like that on his mother. Even though he participated in doing what he did to Young Dolph's parents, I still could never wish that on his mother.
Y'all gotta listen. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy. But when niggas play by street rules, then what comes with it? Hey, you just gotta accept what comes with it.
But see, I can't accept that because when people talk about street rules, street rules, that's nothing. People got to start living by God's law. They are suffering because they going around here taking these folks' lives, and then it's backfiring on them. You can't be taking people's lives. I feel like those souls, that's the reason why when you see people that hit men and they kill people and stuff, I think those souls torture them.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's right. But I'm saying when you play by this, you gotta accept everything that comes with it. And they've been playing by this for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no need to kneeling down crying. Y'all been playing by these rules for a long time. So And you gotta say what come with it. You win all you lose for that what come with the bag.
I know that had to be, yeah, that was very heartbreaking, you know. I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy. You know what I mean?
No, you don't wish it on nobody. But I'm a firm believer in this. Like that what you living by, you gonna go by. It's coming back. And you gotta, and if you can dish it, you need to be able to take it. Sometimes this ain't for you.
James says a lot of these guys would still be here had they just left Dolph the F alone. This shit has been a total mess, body after body. Yeah, that's why I say it's a betrayal for the people that was involved in this, and they're all Memphians, the majority of them, to go and take down somebody that was helping the city of Memphis, and they know how Memphis is impoverished and how the people in our city are hurting, and they're hurting because they're lacking in so much. I'm talking about people starving. So you take somebody away and start a war with these young men. My dad used to say that young men have to go and die because of wars that old men start. And it still rings true. What's going on out in these streets? These young boys are dying because these old ass Negroes is starting this drama and stuff like a bunch of damn bitches. Because that's what they act like. When they get their damn feelings hurt, I'm going to put a hit on them, especially if they got some money. So that's why I say we have to be very meticulous about who we choose to support. Because if they asses ain't got no money, they can't put no hit on no damn body. Because a fool is a fool, but a fool with some money is a damn fool. People like, unfortunately, and it hurts me to say it, but people like Black Youngster don't know how to be responsible with having money. Okay, they feel like if their emotions get hurt, and then Black Youngster is a follower because he didn't even have no issues with Young Dolph. So I'm sure that alone eats him up. You done went and got yourself get ready to get yourself indicted on a man that ain't even have no issues with you. Young Dolph never said nothing about Black Youngster when they would try to start an instigation when he did them interviews. He said, I ain't got no issues with him. I don't know Black Youngster. He said, this between me and his boss. I actually like what he doing. I don't have no issues with him. This between me and his boss. He never would speak on him. And you went in and put Gotti in a high place that you should only have God. And he got the reap for that because he made Gotti his God. And God said, there should be no other gods before me. So he feel like Gotti was the one that blessed him. No, God bless you, damn fool. He just put Gotti he just made Gotti the gateway. Okay, but God actually bless you because it is God that touches the heart of man to bless anybody. We know God is a damn devil. Okay, so what Black Youngster did, and I hate that because I don't believe that Black Youngster has a bad heart. You said what now?
We don't know that.
No, God ain't no damn God. Is that what you saying?
No, I said we don't know that. You said we know him now. I said we don't know that.
To be able to start a lot of the stuff that he started, and then here's the thing, because so some people feel like Gotti's position was he didn't have anything to do with what happened to Young Dolph, but he knew about it, and he didn't like Young Dolph, so he didn't stop it. You got to be a damn devil to know that somebody get ready to even kill your enemy on behalf of you, and you don't stop it. You a damn devil.
He didn't say he was no enemy. He didn't even say he had beef with him.
Cypress, you full of shit. And you know it.
That's what I think. Do I think he know what we're gonna happen? Hell yeah. So I think he was gonna try to stop it. No.
Oh, now Hilda just made a good point. Hilda says all that security at Juke's funeral was the throw off. Like, we need so much protection. Yeah, protection from you, Gotti. He said God is smart.
Girl, he looked at it like this, man. Like he knew he probably heard the bubbling like everybody else over in the street. But then what? Somebody whole mindset is this. Man, look, y'all grown. Don't let the shit come back to me. I'll have my name in that shit. That y'all do that. Can't be mad up for that. The only problem I have with this is people want Gotti to be responsible for grown men who go out and go make decisions. Man, listen, that was them men with decisions go commit that crime. That was Gotti can't be here for what the grown men decided to do. That's the only problem I have with it. Everybody wants that.
You said the only problem you have with is West Cypress.
Everybody wants Gotti to be a goddamn babysitter. Them grown men made decisions, and decisions they made came with consequences. A lot of them did. A lot of them in jail because of the decision they made.
Young Dolph ain't did nothing to them, because if he would have, I don't mean no harm, y'all. Lord knows I don't mean no harm. And listen, I'm not a violent person, but I do believe in protecting my person. But if Young Dolph had what Young Dolph should have did was he should have stretched one of their asses. He should have went ahead and put a damn bag on them, because they was a threat to his person. Okay, they was a threat to his person. Okay, they had a history of trying to kill that boy. They know they was wrong. He should have went ahead and had somebody to stretch one of them. Then they would have been all right.
That's my whole issue with y'all, man. Quit rapping this shit if you ain't gonna stretch if you got too much money. Cause we playing like that. That's my whole issue with dog, man.
Well, that's what they wanted. They wanted him. They wanted him to stretch one of them so that he could so that they could have him sent to jail. They wanted to destroy him one way or the other. They didn't give a damn about him hitting back at Black Youngster or one of them, because they didn't give a damn about Black Youngster. They was hoping that he'd pay somebody to hit back at Black Youngster, Black Youngster out. But he didn't do it.
Yeah. But see, the thing I hate about this whole thing, outside of the Dolph not scratching none of them niggas, and two, at the same time, we don't know what went on behind the scenes. But it caused the war that ain't gonna stop in the city. And then I mean kids gonna die and don't have the money to leave the city. That's a problem.
It said Dolph was calling him little dude. It's damn funny when he said that. Lord Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I hate about the Dolph didn't scratch now one of them niggas if it was that much of an issue. You gotta go now. You getting too much money. You gotta go knock one of them niggas down. You getting too much money. That be playing. But outside of it, did I think God knew here? Outside of it, ain't nothing else left for this case, y'all.
What is you talking about? Ain't nothing else left for this case.
Once Quick go to jail, it's pretty much gonna be a wrap for this case, y'all. Hopefully y'all have some, y'all let it go. Once Quick go to jail, the case is done. In my opinion.
You said, wait a minute, say what you said again. Once Quick go to jail, you said what now?
The case is gonna be pretty much over, in my opinion.
I don't think it's gonna be over with Quick. I don't. It says I was too, Miss T. My California plug once said once you start that ain't no more getting money. I had to off 4 brothers, Miss T, all 18 years older than me. I leave the oldest one. He may slide. It's right for his. Alabama History says, don't be mad at Cypress. His brain was washed years ago in the bay. Junebug says, Gotti thinks he the real John Gotti. I just hope he don't think them people going to let him get away. They not. They know that. They know they got to pay for what they did to that boy.
Do Quick ass. Hold on, man. Well, do Quick got anything on him?
You said what now?
I said, nah, whether Quick got anything on him, I don't know. But I don't know how y'all, listen, man. I don't know how y'all left comedians, man. How y'all leave comedians alive?
It says, Big U got jammed up. You see what's going on. Tashawn says they're going to take themselves out. It's crazy how people act when they got money.
But gotta go down. He probably.
You said Gotti what now? You said Gotti did what now? Cypress. Yeah, I think Cypress' phone hung up. Cypress' phone hung up, y'all. Y'all, make sure you all hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, please do hit the like button. If you haven't supported the channel, please do support the channel, okay? Mm-hmm. They said Gotti was mad at Dolph for shaking his baby mama down with the long. I don't know why he was mad about that. Hell, his damn baby mama wasn't a virgin when he met her. Shit. So why he mad about her giving her ass away to somebody else? Y'all, let me see. Let's see. hold on, you all. Y'all run the likes up. If you haven't hit the like button, please do. If okay, so you guys listen. I need 5 more $5 super stickers or chats to make my goal. Okay. So we got 5. I need 5 more so that I can make my goal within 30 minutes. So if you haven't donated to the channel, please donate to the channel. If you want to send a cash app, you can send a cash app. $ Real Talk with Tamara. Okay. But in order to make the goal, we need 5 more $5 super stickers. Okay. We need 5 more $5 super stickers. Okay. All the vloggers that be in here stealing my information, why don't y'all make that goal for me? Okay. Go ahead and make that goal. I'm not talking about the vloggers that was in the chat tonight, you know, the ones that show themselves. I'm not talking about them because they come in, they chat, they don't be hiding and stuff. Okay. I'm talking about the ones that be hiding and stealing information. Go ahead and meet the goal and hit that super sticker for me. Okay. We need 5 more. We need 5 more $5 super stickers. And then I'll make my goal. Says, well, Doc wasn't with Mia at the time just yet. It was way before Mia got it was pitched, just like that video Dolph made. Play with your B. Wow. Real Talk with Tamara. Do you have any more good stuff to tell us? Because you know I'm nosy. Diane says, let's meet the goal. Yes, you guys, let's meet the goal. Oh my God, Grayface, thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Paula. Thank you, Grayface. Shout out to Grayface. Thank you, Grayface. Shout out to everybody that gave. Let's see, all the people. Diane gave twice. TB21 gave. Kimberly gave. SL gave. Now Diane might have gave 3 times. Hold on, let me see. 1, 2, 3. Shout out to Diane. Switch B gave. Nene Loyal gave. Paula gave. Grayface donated. All of these people donated to the channel. I appreciate that so much. Alabama Hitter said he was sweating. Yeah. So do you all think that Cornelius will be at Hernandez Govan's trial? Thank you, Huey. I appreciate that so much. Y'all, we almost about to make that goal. Thank you, M. Rose, for the cash app. I appreciate that. Let's see. We need... So do you all think that Cornelius is going to be at Hernandez Govan's trial? Where's Alabama Hitter at? Alabama, what you think? Alabama Hitter, what you think? Do you think that Cornelius is going to be at Hernandez Govan's trial? As I said earlier, I really think Cornelius has put himself in a way better position. That's what I think. He still got to pay, but I think he's really put himself in a way better position. It's just in my opinion. I said they think Cornbread gonna be front and center telling it. It's gonna be interesting to see. Thank you, Huey, for the Cash App. I appreciate that so much. Um, Paula says Straight Drop chose his path and Cornelius chose his. Yeah. I agree. Greyface says Quet was already telling, so I might as well do it too. Rose says Cornbread telling he ain't backing off. No, Cornbread is not backing off. I think Cornbread. I'm trying to understand, but see, they did Cornbread like that because they felt like he was gonna be dead. They was gonna kill him. How you pay somebody to well, you get somebody, solicit someone to kill somebody at the caliber that Young Doc was at, and think you're gonna give him $800? Cornelius outsmarted them because they was gonna kill him. They was trying to kill him. He might have been. They might have thought he was a crackhead, but he wasn't a crackhead like they thought he was. Justice Vidal says, I have a feeling he will because he still has to tell about Desmond and how he ruined their plan to torch the Benz under Quet's command. Oh, wow. Lord have mercy. I've been told these young men they need to stop. They need to stop with these killings. Mm-hmm. Because God is not pleased, and these young men are paying. They're reaping what they sow. They hurting these mothers and stuff, and then they reaping what they sow. The part I be more interested in was when Cornbread said Drop told him to cut him loose and say he changed clothes would quit. Yeah, they really thought Cornelius was a duck, didn't it? See, they was used to Cornelius being on drugs and probably doing anything for $5, washing cars, you know, and for 50 cents and all of that. So they tend to think they can treat a person like that any kind of way. And so once Cornelius started detoxing, it made him mad. I wish he had detox before he went over there and killed that boy. Because he showed, oh, Lord have mercy. They just, what they did wasn't right. What about the guy in the Covington shooting? You talking about Trayon. Um, they keep Trayon very quiet, but I'm going to tell you now, somebody very credible said to me that Straight Drop um, was with Trayon. What I found extremely weird is that they said that the other person that was with Trayon is on the run. Remember they said that? That's been 2-3 years ago. It's been almost 4 years ago. They never gave the name of the person, never put out a picture. He's supposed to be a fugitive. So I mean, it's easy for me to believe that it was Straight Drop that that was with him. But I don't, I mean, the person that said it seemed like, well, not seem like, I mean, they never lied to me before. Yeah, that's what the person told me, that in that Covington shooting, that it was Straight Drop that was with Trayon. So I guess we have yet to see. Oh Lord, oh God, I promise y'all, I didn't mean to burp on here. My mother would have a fit if she heard me burping. It was just a mistake. It just kind of came up. I didn't know it was gonna make a noise. Justifer Dolph says, Covington and Dolph hits were called together. Justifer Dolph says Trayon was very close to D Money. Oh, makes me wonder if it was Trayon that was with. When did Trayon go to jail? I can't remember. Somebody was with him that Monday. Did they try to kill Dolph when they was looking for him? I wonder if it was. I've heard. I've heard about two people. Um, he said Trula knows Trayon. Brett Gang knows Trayon. Mm. I thought Trayon was Trayon Trula Mafia. Was he a Trula Mafia guy or no? I thought that he was. Who were the actual targets? That's interesting. Who the actual targets was. I don't believe that they was trying to kill that lady. Um, I don't know. It's something that they never talk about that case at all. All the trial is over with. The first trial. Game over. 50 years. No, he was something else, but was also real close with Gino. Got pictures of them together before Tasha pulled them down. Oh wow. Hmm. I wish Trayon would have just went on and pursued sports and played football and stuff. I really wish he would have just did that with his life. At some point, he was on the right path. Um, and Diane, I'm on the floor. Prosecutors asked Cornbread, "Who you shooting at?" He said, "Young Dog." Gotti Baby Mama allegedly was the target. She had to go because that song ruined Gotti's love life. Hmm. Greyface said he got those photos. Diane says Emerald's Cornbread was talking that talk. Yeah, Cornbread was talking that talk. Cornbread was telling that he was very unapologetic. He was very unapologetic. Cornbread couldn't wait to tell it. I'm gonna tell y'all somebody that kinda, sorta, that I kinda felt bad for. Y'all know I'm emotional. I kind of felt bad for Jamarcus because I could look at Jamarcus and tell that he felt a certain way having to tell on his brother. He knew he had to, and he did the right thing. But I could look at his face and tell that he kind of wanted to backpedal a little bit. But I mean, he said he has custody of his kids. So, first of all, though, Jamarcus never should have had to say nothing because I thought that I came up in a time whereas if you pull your sisters and brothers and family members and friends into some stuff and they get caught up, that's when you say, listen, my brother ain't had nothing to do with nothing. My brother don't know nothing. My brother in this because of me. So I tell you what, I'll go ahead and tell on myself. I'll take my charge. Cut my brother loose. I ain't gonna tell on nobody else, but I tell on me. Just cut my brother loose. I mean, that's what the real dudes used to do. I'm not gonna sit up and have my pull my sister and my brothers and them into some stuff. And then if they get caught up, I'ma just go ahead and I'm gonna stand in front of that gun because I'm the reason for it. Listen, I'll tell you what I did. Let them cut them loose. Cause I ain't get ready to have my sisters and brothers and stuff going through no BS, dragging them because they was trying to be loyal to me. No, that's the reason why I know these folks is pathetic now. They want to take you down to the gutter with them. First of all, you have to be strong enough not to you. It's good to be loyal to a degree. You don't let nobody pull you into nothing that's gonna jeopardize your livelihood anyway. I don't give a damn who it is. But just in case you got sisters and brothers that's weak and they loyal to a fault and they getting involved in crimes and stuff that they shouldn't by doing what Jamarcus did, Straight Drop should have went ahead and stood in. He had to go do time. He was gonna go do life anyways. Jamarcus ain't did nothing. Instead, they sitting up talking. They mad because they want Jamarcus to go do 100 years like them. A bunch of damn fools. I don't like crazy people either. Folks ain't loyal no more. They ruin their lives and want you to go down with them. If he had did what he was supposed to do, his brother never would have had to get on the stand and tell on his ass. If he was such a gangster, that's the time that you come clean. I did that. See, that's what they ain't telling these kids. I did that and I take that, but don't nobody want to do that because they scary. He said Dolph was sitting on it for a while. Yeah, I need 4 more $5 super stickers. I need 4 more $5 super stickers before my time is up. I need 4 more before my time is up so that I can make the goal. I need 4 more $5 super stickers. It's 181 people in here. It's been 200 and something people in here at one point. I know it's 4 more people that can do 4 $5 super stickers. Yo, Gotti, you got that $100 million loan. I know damn well you can do it because I know you're in the bushes. He says they ain't finished. Back. Do stop playing with me. Grandpa says, so if y'all saying Darnisha not connected to God, why do the Mills family show her love? Thank you, Miss Paula. Says at Justice for Joe, just like the song on Paper Route Frank. Thank you, Miss Paula. City Streets TV says, my OG said it. My account, I'm running out of time. And my guys, thank you, Miss Diane. Maud Wilson was part of instigating it. He was the one who introduced Darnisha to Dolph. Oh, wow. He used to go with Darnisha and Anita every year to Gotti birthday bashes. Oh, wow. Wow. And so it was just a lot of people that instigated this. Lord Jesus. Says Darnisha's son looks just like Gotti. Allegedly, that's who Trayon and Straight Drop was aiming for, Maud Wilson, not Darnisha or her mother or his mother. Oh my. Mm. Gemini says because of their beef with Trula. Thank you, M. Rose. Okay, y'all, we need 2 more. We need 2 more, and we got 12 minutes to get it. We need 2 more $5 super stickers. We need 2 more. Thank you, M. Rose. And then I have my goal. Shout out to everybody that gave tonight. I appreciate that so much. I be wanting to know who. Let's see. It's about 10 people coming in the chat. So that means it's 160 people that's in the bushes. Some of them need to give $5. 3, 2, 3. How many? I said we need 3 or 2. 2 of them need to give 5. If you remember, the other song said something like, his mom has nothing to do with Dolphs and got his beef. She didn't deserve it. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So does Yo Gotti claim that song? Because I think he got 2. The song that just, that he talk about all the time. That's not Darnisha's son, I don't think. Maud Wilson was supposed to be in the car and not the women. Yep. But he never said Darnisha didn't. Oh. Mm. Oh, wow. Oh, Lord Jesus, I tell you. Strange how no Memphis OG said to cut it out. Darnisha, not the baby mama. They all tell me she is, and the ones who knows her personally say the same. Oh, wow. I tell you, I'm learning something tonight. Gemini All Day says Jamie M is the song after. Um Mm. Okay, y'all, we need 2 more super stickers so that I can get my goal. We're at 8. We need 10, and then I have the goal. Did I just get another one? Oh my God. Thank you, Diane. Now I only need one more, you guys. I only need one more. And then I have the goal. And I got 7 minutes. And then I have 7. It's amazing how that only came up online after Covington shooting. Somebody take that last one. Yeah, somebody take that last $5 to meet the goal. I need one more, and I got 6 minutes. Now, all of the people in the bushes, Tamara, I think you met your goal. You have missed a couple super chats. You deserve for people to donate to you. You do be working. We hear them mouse click. I know. I know. Oh my God. Thank you, Nene Lawyer. I met the goal. Thank you, Paula. I met the goal. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that so freaking much. Shout out to everybody that gave tonight. Y'all showed out tonight. Everybody, I appreciate that so much. Meeting the goal. Today has been a long day, but God is still good. Okay, I was able to get on here with you guys tonight and drop some tea and have some fun and do some commentating and some communicating and just in spite of how long the day has been, I made it through the day, right? And yeah, we did it. We did it. All we do is win, right? And I haven't not been getting on here regularly, but I am going to start doing that. Okay, I have been working quite a bit, so I had not been able to. I'd be tired, child. When I get home, my body would be so tired. I'm getting older, so as soon as I lay on the couch, I'm out. Or get in that shower, get in the bed. It's over. But I'm gonna try to. I'll be able to get on here. Much more. I was going to say every day, but I don't want to tell no stories. So even when I don't do a live, I'll do a video. And I know I keep saying that that I want to I'm going to start dropping my missing persons shows. Hold on. Yep. So I'm supposed to start back doing my interviews. It's election season is coming up, so I definitely y'all will start seeing me interview more politicians. Yeah, I'm gonna make time for that. And believe it or not, because I would like to just put everything like on social media, right? I did my TV show and I still do it because I still put church services on. Believe it or not, older people, especially the ones that vote, they still look at TV. So that's the reason why I still have airtime and stuff on Comcast. So whenever I be thinking about, I be running reruns. If I'm out in the grocery store, I be looking all cat ragged and everything, child. And if I'm out in the grocery store or something like that, people would notice me from my gospel show. It's like, we've been running reruns. When are you gonna do some new shows? So when my dad passed away, I thought about just giving up my production company. And I wasn't going to even air, I was not going to even do business with churches or anything. Because I was like, me and my dad did this forever. I can't do this no more. But a lot of things are taking a turn. Like when I started getting on here to vlog, I only got on here to talk about my cold cases. I was partnering with Arkansas and some more people on reigniting like missing Black people, missing persons, and cold cases. And it just so happened that the Young Doss case, he had unfortunately had just lost his life. And I started vlogging on that. But I didn't get on here to vlog on it, But that's just the way God had wanted it to be. So with election season, I'll start back interviewing quite a few Memphis politicians and doing some more stuff. I start back doing my gospel, because one thing about like the airwaves, I think that we have so much negative stuff in the airwaves. It's good to start back putting positive stuff. There are a lot of older people that can't go to church that really enjoy the church services that are on TV, and because they still pay for Comcast, okay? They enjoy the church services. They enjoy the gospel artists that I used to interview and playing their videos. I remember one time I was sitting at home and one of my gospel shows was on, and this guy called me. He was like, "Hey, young lady, I'm enjoying the gospel show." He talked different. "I enjoy the gospel show." And he was like, "How much can I pay you for that show?" I was like, "Well, sir, I don't sell the shows. I don't sell them because the artists I don't sell their music. They allow me to play their videos, but I don't sell the videos." So it's real old school. So I was like, the person was just saying, "No, no, no, I want to give you some money. I want to send you some money. I want, just goofy. I want to send you some money. I was like, "Well, sir," I said, "I'll tell you what, I will give you the video." Because y'all know I always have my phone number up on the TV screen when my show comes on. And so I was like, "Sir, what's your address?" Missing Howard, that case was so evil. I said, "Sir," I said, "what's your address?" He gave me his address, right? And I said, "What's your name?" So that I could put it, I'm gonna mail it to you. He was like, "Al Green." I was like, "Al Green." And then I started listening to his voice. I said, "Are you the singer, Al Green?" He said, "Yeah, it's me." I mean, it was him. It was him for real. I was like, "Oh my God, Al Green is on my cell phone. He called looking at my show, and he called, oh my God." I was so start. I mean, I was just like, "Oh my God." So he ended up inviting me over to his church. And he introduced me to like his brothers, Lionel and Bob, and all the Al Green have a lot of older women at his church. That's group. Okay, well, oh Lord, I mean, I must be getting sleep. I didn't mean to say that. They're fans of his, okay, and child, they real protective of the Reverend. I'm gonna just say that right now. And then one time, what's the guy name from? I cannot believe that I cannot think of his name. What's James Ingram? Is it James? Jazzy Faye's father. He's Jazzy Faye's father. He sings with the Bar-Kays. He sings with the Bar-Kays. He called me one day. My show was on, and he called me. His name was James Alexander, I believe. Yeah, he called me. He was like, I'm James Alexander. I want you to know you did a good show. Because I did a show on like older Memphis, the history of Memphis, and I was talking about them and all of that. And after that, James Alexander, his wife gave me some, business and everything. I was like, oh wow. Like that's when I was like bright eyed and bushy tail. Like I still always had a lot going on. But my dad we were business partners. So I haven't regrouped good since my dad died. But I'm getting back to it though. Because he dealt with a lot of the people and I just kind of did what I did. Um Now I have to do what I do and deal with the people. And that's not necessarily something I like doing. Um who else? Um I'm interview a lot of people. I have so many shows in my archives when I was on TV. And the older people still want me to come back on. And believe it or not, for like the first time in a very long time, I actually did a show and I aired it last Saturday, a new show. The same people that's been looking at my TV show for 10 years. A lot of them still checking for me and call me. Was happy to see that I put a new show up of me, of my show. Um, so when I think about just being strictly social media, I have to think about that the older people are not really looking at social media. Yeah, they're not really looking at social media. Anyways, you guys, anyways. I enjoyed being on here with you guys. I remember I really enjoyed being on here with you all tonight. I gotta get off of here because I got some things that I gotta do tonight before I retire. But I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all of the support you guys have made tonight. So freaking awesome. I just appreciate the support and the love that you all give to the channel. I'm gonna say a prayer because I know it's a lot of eyes in here tonight. Dear God, I just ask that you look over and touch me, my family, and everybody that was in here and their families, everybody that gave, that supported the channel. God, I ask that you give it back to them triple. Um, just allow abundance to flow to them. Um, I just ask that you protect each and every one of us tonight. I ask that you go before everyone that has to go to work tomorrow. For those who have difficult bosses, I ask that you go before them on their job and touch the hearts of those that need to be touched. Make the highways and the byways that they travel to and fro, all of us, make them clear and allow us to arrive to and from safely. Any evil eyes that was in here tonight looking in on us with any evil thoughts, any evil curses, dear God, I just reverse every curse and send it back to the sender. And may it manifest in their very own lives. Okay. Dear God, I just thank you right now for blessing me to be able to do what I do and to continuously be able to do and just watch over me, dear God. Keep protecting me from anything, any evil thing that is not for me. Amen. I love you guys. Y'all sleep peacefully tonight. It has been an absolute pleasure. I'll talk to you real soon.